you go. I see the music trooper.
Welcome to the Indigo Room. That was music. It's some sage. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That was music from my son, Sean. So I wanted to share it with you all and just get the show, get it going. And I just wanted us to relax a little bit. You might have had a busy day. It's July 3rd, the day before 4th of July. It's some sage and some Palo Santo wood. Hey, Barb. Did you get to hear the music by Sean, my son? Really delicious. I love it. You can follow him. I'm going to put him in the channel. Batsu, because he likes to be called Batsu Beats. And yeah, so I figured, let me play it for us as you guys come into the room, and hopefully you enjoyed it. He is a musician, and he's a creative like his mom. Actually, we're all three. All three of us are creatives. Me, my son, both my sons. And hi, hope you had a great week. Welcome to the Indigo Room. I am Sydney Chase. I am your host, and this is where we discuss all things spiritual. And we got the sage going, Palo Santo wood, and it helps to clear the energies. I share it with you all, and hopefully you get some of your own. And if you are looking for sage, I have put some links in the description below. You can pick it up on Amazon. That's where I pick it up from, because I don't have to go searching and looking all over the neighborhood for it. I have one lady that I buy my sage from, but she's not always open. So when I need it, and I'm like, I need sage, she's closed. So now I just get it shipped from Amazon. I had a wonderful time at the Pride Parade on Sunday. It was absolutely fabulous. The Met, it was our first time marching, and if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, I posted some pictures. I tried to do a live, but there were just so many people, we couldn't do it. Hi, Linda. Can you guys hear Linda?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
It was amazing. It was just amazing. And because this is the first time the Met ever has been in a parade, Um, it was iconic. You know, there were just so many people who were shocked to see us there. It's like the old gray mare, you know, decided to come out and say, okay, we're here. You know, we're celebrating the pride, and we're celebrating the LBGQTIA. I don't know if I always get that right. I always get the letters wrong. We're celebrating the community, and we're here. And it was incredible. Hey, Funky 00. Let's do some little housework as you roll into the show tonight. Hit the like button. If you have never been to the Indigo Room, please do subscribe, and share the video, comment. We're going to be having a little bit of fun and good discussion. We're going to finish what we left off with last week with the I Am discourses, but we're going to do that after we do Neville. So we're going to do Neville first. If you would like to follow us, you can do that on Instagram at the Indigo Room Show on Instagram. You can follow us on Twitter at Sydney584. You can follow us on Facebook at the Indigo Room Creating Our Reality Talk Show. And yeah, so that's Facebook, Twitter, and then you know, of course, you can find us here on YouTube. So Linda's back. She's back with us from Oregon. How was your trip?
I had a great time. Well, it was so nice to be by the ocean and just watch the waves roll in. And I hung out on the fishing pier a couple of days.
Oh, nice.
And that was fun. And everyone's very friendly there in Newport. And I found myself a house to live in.
Yay! Linda found a house! Woohoo! Okay.
So
do you
I'm
love
going to
it?
be moving at the end of the month. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. My house is really nice.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Is it, were you using your imagination to get your house, or it just sort of manifested, you know, without you really trying?
I was using my imagination, but because I wrote out what I wanted in a house and read it several times, and then I you know, when I talk to people, I just let them know I really liked it here. I'm looking for a house to rent, and I got a little direction. Most of the properties you have to go to a property management company to get, and then I just imagined getting out of my car and then putting the key in the door to my new place.
Ooh.
That was, and because that was the only thing I could really visualize, because I didn't know what the house was going to look like,
Right,
you know,
right.
from the outside. So I just visualized getting out of the car and then putting the key in the lock and opening the door.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And of course,
And
that happens.
Yeah. Yep. And
oh, excuse me.
And then you know, I wanted, you know, place with landscaping and stuff, but I was going to pay a landscaping service. This house, the owners take care of the landscaping, and it turns out there was a very good friend of theirs that owned that house, and when she passed away, and they were helping her maintain it and everything. And she's a good friend of this couple in their 30s, and so they had the opportunity to buy the house, and they bought it, and I'm their first tenant. They did a little remodeling, and I'm their first tenant. And normally they keep the property. You don't get to meet the owners. And I went in because I had to sign some more, I had to read some papers and then initial them and take them in. And I just happened to go to the property management company, and who was sitting at the desk, the husband and wife, and they were thrilled to meet me. And yeah, so they're just really, really nice people. So
Nice. It all
yeah,
worked out. Look at that. That was quick too.
yep. And well, I knew it was going to be quick. That I knew. And I have like a fairy garden. Well, I call it. It's there's a space in front of the house that's sort of oval and it's got all kinds of flowers on it. Look, when I first pulled up, I went, oh, there's a fairy garden. And then it's got rhododendrons. My dad used to hybridize rhododendrons, so that's there. And big back deck, a big front deck. It's just, I'm, uh, I'm thrilled with it.
Yes. Awesome.
Oh, and it has a koi pond.
It has a koi pond.
Uh huh.
Wow. Well, congratulations. And congratulations to your imagination, because that's how we get down in the Indigo Room.
Yep.
Imagination wins the day. So you have to stay
Right.
in your imagination.
Right. And my move, and moving and stuff that I've got in my imagination as well. So I've been reviewing that at night.
Awesome. Now, I just want to remind everyone that if you didn't start it yet, you know, it's a 30-day challenge. We are all making our own recordings for our subconscious mind. And by that, I mean that you are going to make your own recording. Use it on your phone. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be video. It just has to be voice. And you telling yourself some I am statements, positive thoughts, what it is that you want to create. I am beautiful, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free, over and over. Whatever I am statements resonate with you. Because here's the thing. In order for you to be, do, and have something that you've never been, done, or had before, you have to think, feel, and know something different than you've done before, right? You have to be able to do something different. So if you want a new home, you can't keep thinking the same old thoughts, about I'll never get a house, or I wish I had the money to get a house, or, because there's subconscious programs that are running in the background. No matter what you do on the conscious level, as we've been talking about with Neville and the I am discourses, what you do on the conscious level is great. That's good. However, if it's not seeping down into your subconscious, it's not going to work. So the best time to listen to your recordings, and use the 432 megahertz music. If you can find some on YouTube, there's plenty of music, meditation music that you can find. Just type in 432 hertz and you'll find it. Download it, or use that in your recording when you're recording yourself. And a lot of us use Doxy, which is great. We love Doxy, but it's also more, I find it's more powerful if you use your own voice, because your subconscious knows you, right? You are you. So when you're thinking thoughts in your consciousness, when you're awake, it's not as powerful as when you're drifting off to sleep and you're reprogramming your subconscious. You can reprogram your subconscious for health, wealth, faith, happiness, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest in your own experience. This is our 30-day challenge. So for 30 days after you do your recording, you're going to listen to it for 30 days. So after you make your recording, as you drift off to sleep at night for the next 30 days, it doesn't matter when you start it. You can start it when we have started it, or you can start it today. You can start it tomorrow. I say start it today after the show. Well, I mean, why wait? And then listen to it for 30 days as you drift off to sleep, as you get into that sleepy stage. Maybe you want to be a new house. Maybe it's a new car. Maybe it's a new relationship. You want to talk to yourself that you're loved, you're lovable, that you can have all of the things that you do want to have. Because if you have the desire for that, that's a gift from God. That's a message that you are able to have the things that you want to be, do, and have. So join us in the challenge. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to join us in the challenge, and I will help encourage you, and we'll all help encourage you if this is your first time here at the Indigo Room. If it's not, we'll still encourage you anyway. Well, Linda, I'm so happy that you are moving into your new house and that, things are going well for you. And like I said, I had a great week this week, and it's only Wednesday. So tomorrow is 4th of July. So if you're in the United States, happy 4th of July to you all. And I hope you're safe, that you enjoy your holiday. It's kind of funky when, the holiday falls in the middle of the week and then you got to go to work the next day, like I do. But I hope you enjoy your holiday. So we are going to tickle our amygdala. And if you want to email me or email Linda, you can do that at the indigoroom2@gmail.com. You have comments or you want something that you want us to talk about on the show. I'm going to be making more content because I have a different position now, which will allow me to be able to make more content for you on a regular basis besides the lives, which I'm really looking forward to doing. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, relationships, third eye, everything. Because, we're spiritual beings having physical human experiences, and life is supposed to be good, even when it's wicky wacky. Even when it's wicky wacky. Okay, so thank you, Linda, for putting the email in the chat. And Funke said the footage was great. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it because, I still have more I want to post, but I was like, okay, maybe everybody's getting cried out because I was just like, okay, let me post this. And I tried to do a live, but there were just so many people in New York City in a small concentrated area that we could not get a text out. We couldn't upload. We couldn't do anything. So we had to wait till we got home. And then I got home at 10:30 at night because we were supposed to, we checked in at 3 o'clock, but we didn't actually march until like 6:30. And I got home like at 10:30 at night and I was tired and I had to get up and go to work the next morning. I did it. I was there, but I was sitting at my desk like this. Okay. But it was great. We had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. Barb said, I did a lot of affirmations and have been reading them daily, also adding some. I could use pointers about how and where to record for my private use. I found an app, but I don't know how to save it. Okay, well, Barb, you and I can connect on Google Hangouts. Remember I told you, because you donated, you have some time with me. And you got an hour, so you decide when you want to do that, and I can sit with you and I can help you. We can work on your recordings. Okay? How about that? Does that work? Because I have a little time. I got a little time. I can help you. All right, so we're going to tickle our amygdala, and then we're going to jump into tonight, the law of creation. I don't know if you can see all of the stuff that I wrote on the board, but we're going to be talking about the law of creation and Noah and his 3 sons tonight. Hey, Wanda. Hi. Okay, no problem. We can make up a time, and I can sit with you. We'll schedule an appointment, and then I'll sit with you and I'll help you figure it out. No problem. All right. So I want you to find your feather. For those of you that are in the bushes and that are not, in the chat, or who are new to the Indigo Room, we tickle our amygdala before we do anything, because our amygdala helps us to open up our frontal lobe. Our frontal lobe is here, but your amygdala is here. Hold on, because Cleopatra is, I don't even know. You know how Cleopatra has to get involved in the show. Cleopatra is my dog. For those of you that don't know, she's over here whining because she took herself out from underneath her blanket. So now I have to stop what I'm doing and put her blanket over her. She's just looking at me like, hold on. Oh, Cleopatra. Okay, there you go. Want to go in your room? You want to go to bed? Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. 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 Hey, babe. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back. Miss Cleopatra, always the drama queen. Okay, so we're going to tickle our amygdala. And again, your amygdala is on, there are two. You have two. One is on either side of your temple, right here. And when you tickle it, it lights up your frontal lobe and it takes you out of that fright or flight feeling. If you've got some fear going on, doubt, worry, chaos, confusion, it helps you calm down and relax. And you can use this at any time during the day, anytime. It's a really quick brain hack. If you can't think of something, you forgot something, or you're working on a project, it'll just help to calm you down. So imagine that you have a feather in your hand. It's a feather. You got to imagine, you got to use your imagination muscle. So imagine that you have a feather in your hand. Imagine the color of the feather. Close your eyes. It works better if you close your eyes. And you decide what color your feather is going to be. Is it blue? Is it white? Is it purple? Is it green? Whatever. Mine is purple, white, and gold. And you want to imagine that you can feel the bristles of your feather. What does your feather feel like? What does it look like? Is it thin? Is it thick? Is it hard? Is it stiff? Is it soft? Mine is soft. And you really want to get in your imagination and really imagine that you have this feather in your hand and that you really are feeling it. Because when we say feel it real, whatever it is that you're imagining, we want you to feel it real, like you are feeling it real with this feather right now. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Car, money, home, relationship. You want to feel it. Okay? So now you're going to take the feather and move it up to the center of your forehead. And then you're going to slide it to the right and imagine yourself tickling your amygdala on the right. And then slide your feather over to the left and imagine yourself tickling your amygdala on the left. And then pull the feather out of your head. And by now, you should at least be smiling. And that's what we do. It takes all of 1 minute, 60 seconds, maybe 30. And you can do this throughout the day, throughout your day. And it will help to calm you, to relax you. Also, do some deep breaths. Breathe in as far as you can go. And then breathe out through your lips like you are blowing out through a straw. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Do some conscious breathing. I know that we breathe. You're breathing unconsciously, but when you really do focus on your breath, it helps to also calm you down. It lowers your blood pressure. It brings more oxygen into your body. It just relieves a lot of stress. And the stress is what takes us out. Stress is what causes sickness and illness and dis-ease, right? So tickle your amygdala, breathe, and do your recording. Okay, so tonight we are discussing, we're going to get into, hopefully we'll have enough time to do the I Am Discourses and finish that up. We might have to finish it next week. But we are in the book Resurrection by Neville. And if you haven't gotten the book, you can also pick it up from Amazon. I'm an Amazon affiliate, I have to say that. But you can pick it up from Amazon. I get a little bit of a stipend, not that much. You can pick up the book any way you want. But you would be helping us out, helping out the channel if you pick it up and, click the link down in the description below and purchase the book down there. But you can get it from anywhere. And so last time we did this, we talked about the name of God. And wow, mind-blowing. So tonight we're talking about the law of creation and Noah and his sons. Okay, so, we know about Noah and we know about the flood and how Noah built the ark, and that was all great and wonderful. But did you know that the story of Noah really isn't what we thought it was? Because as we learned when we were talking about Neville, talking about the name of God, as we learned that the West translated and understood the Bible differently from the way it was written in the East. And they wrote the Bible using allegory or idioms like we use in, in the United States. So when we say break a leg, we know what that means when somebody's going out on stage, or the bank is on the rocks. We know what that means. However, when we take it to a different country, we take it to the East, it has a totally different meaning because they have a totally different idiom, right? So to someone who's in the East, something built on the rocks is a great foundation. It's a foundation of faith. It's sturdy. It's strong. That means that it's doing well. When we say the bank is on the rocks, oh, that bank is on the rocks, that means it's falling apart. So there is a big difference in the way the Bible was written and what we know today. So we're going to talk about Noah and his 3 sons and that story. So if you have the book already, you can follow along with us. It's a short chapter, very short. It's like 3 pages. On page 76, we're going to do the law of creation. Linda, do you want to read anything tonight or no?
I can read.
Okay. Do me a favor. Let's just take the first paragraph that's here, and you can read that. How about that? Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm going to stand up, and as you are talking, I'm going to point out stuff.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead.
Let us take one of the stories of the Bible and see how the prophets and writers of old revealed the story of creation by this strange Eastern symbolism. We all know the story of Noah and the ark, that Noah was chosen to create a new world after the world was destroyed by the flood. The Bible tells us that Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The first son...
Stop for a second. So Noah had 3 sons. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, everybody got that? All right, go ahead, Linda.
The first son was called Shem, which means name.
Okay, so we got Shem means name.
Ham, the second son, means warm, alive.
Okay, so Ham means warm and alive. That's up here on the board. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can bring the camera a little bit closer. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay, that's good, right? We can see. All right. So,
Yeah.
see, it's coming. It'll come. It'll come in a minute because
Okay.
there's a little bit of a delay. I think it might be backwards. I don't know.
No, it's reading correctly.
Okay. So go ahead.
The third son is called Japheth, which means extension.
JPEG means extension. Okay. So we have, right now we have Noah, who's the father of the three sons. And we have Shem. Oops, sorry. We have Shem. That equals name. And then we have Ham. That equals warm and alive. And Japheth equals extension. Okay, go ahead.
You will observe that Noah and his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, contain the same formula of creation as does the divine name Jod He Vah. Noah the father, the conceiver, the builder of a new world, is equivalent to Jod, or unconditioned consciousness. I
Okay,
am.
right. So let's stop there for a minute, because I had to really, really, really pay attention to this. So Noah equals the father, I am, conceiver. Like we talked about the first part when we talked about last week, Jod equals I am, or the unconditioned consciousness, or you. Okay? Now, Shem equals the Hey part. So Shem is Hey, and then that is the sun, right? Or the idea, or the urge, or the desire. Remember when I was telling you, when we were talking about this, when we were talking about the name of God, the Hey part equals the idea, the urge, the desire. And the desire is a gift from God. I send you my only begotten son. So when we look at Shem, this is what Shem equals, the same thing. And that's the conditioned consciousness. And then we go to Ham, he equals warm and alive, which is the VAU, the vow, Jod Ho vow. I don't know, never say that right. And that's the secret of feeling. Okay? And then we have Japheth. And Japheth, Japheth equals the extension, and that last he, or hey, is the objectified manifestation or the witness. Okay. Okay, Linda, go ahead.
Shem is your desire, that which you are conscious of, that which you name and define as your objective, and is equivalent to the second letter in the divine name, He. Ham is the warm living state of feeling, which joins or binds together consciousness, desiring the thing desired, and is therefore equivalent to the third letter in the divine name, the vow. The last son, Japheth, means extension, and is the extended or objectified state, bearing witness of the subjective state, and is equivalent to the last letter in the divine name, He.
Okay, so did you all get that? Because last time we talked, when we did the name of God, we did the Jod, Hey, Vow, Hey. Now we're going into Noah, and Noah and his three sons. And that is the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and the manifestation, if you want to look at it like that. So when you pray. So I just want you to just pay attention, because it's going to get a little deeper. It's very interesting. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for reading.
You're welcome.
Did you get that, Linda?
Yep.
Because like when we first read this, years ago, I don't know, it didn't really hit me like wasn't as clear as it is now. Do you find that to be true?
Same for me.
Big difference than when we first read this book on the Indigo Room on the podcast. And hello to the Indigo Room roomies over there in Talk Show. Hi, how you doing? I know you can't see me waving, you can only hear me, but we love you and we want you to come over. I need you to help me come over here and subscribe and like. You don't have to stay over here, but you do need to come over here and subscribe and like the videos. I want you to subscribe to the videos on YouTube. So we're going to read the next chapter. You are Noah. How about that? We were all thinking Noah's dead. He built the ark. He had sons and he built the ark and God, wiped out all of the horrific goings on the planet, and Noah and his 3 sons and their children survived with all the animals in the ark. But if you're looking at it from the metaphysical term of what Noah means, you are Noah. I'm Noah. Linda's Noah. We're Noah. You are Noah. The knower, the creator. The first thing you begat is an idea or a desire, an urge or a goal, the word, or your first son, Shem, who's the name, the name of a thing. So you desired the name of a thing. So you, Noah, begat your son, just like Jehovah gave his only begotten son, which was the desire. Woo! So your second son, my second son, Linda's second son, Ham, is warm and alive. That is the secret of feeling, by which you are joined to your desires subjectively, so that you, the consciousness desiring, the person desiring, the consciousness desiring, become conscious of being or possessing the thing desired. And that's what we do in our imagination. That's what Neville has been trying to get us to get. That you have to get the feeling in your imagination of the thing you desire. So if you have never done a thing, been a thing, had a thing, but you want to manifest that, if you can imagine it, then it has to be able to come into fruition. Because it can't be imagined if it doesn't exist. It may not exist in your world right now, but it does exist. It does. If you can imagine a thing, you can have a thing, you can be a thing, you can do a thing. So again, you are Noah, the knower, the creator. The first thing you begat is an idea, an urge, a desire, the word, or your first son. So even when you're a baby, you're Noah. And you begat an idea, you're hungry, you want food. So your desire to eat, to drink, to be, to have an urge is your only begotten son, is your son. And when your second son is Ham, which is the warm feeling, the alive feeling, the feeling is the secret. The feeling is the secret. Even when you're a baby, you can still imagine. I know you can't remember imagining when you were a baby, but you do. You imagine that you're hungry, you get that urge and you want to eat. By which you are joined to your desire subjectively, so that you, the conscious being, the consciousness desiring, becomes a conscious of being or possessing the thing desired. Your third son, Japheth, that's up here on the board, Japheth, Japeth, is the confirmation, the visible proof that you know the secret of creation. And what is the visible proof? It's the thing manifested. It's Linda's new house. She went in her imagination. She imagined herself driving to her home and using the keys to open up the door. She didn't know what the house was going to look like, but she knew what she wanted. And the visible proof is Japheth. He is the extended or objectified state bearing witness of what you did on the inside. He's bearing witness of the invisible or subjective state in which you, I, Linda, all of us, abide in, which we stay in. If you can stay in that feeling, that's the part that gets us all wicky wacky, I think, is staying in the feeling. Because it's, when you come out of the feeling, then you look around and you go, well, that didn't work. I don't have that, Sydney. But you have to go back in. And if you come out and say, well, I don't have it, then you have to go back in. You have to go back in and keep going back in until it's objectified in your own, or you get that feeling, the knowing that it's already done. But if you're coming out of your imagination and go, well, I don't see it, then you got to go back into your imagination and do it again and do it again and do it again until you're confident and you know that it's done and you can let it go. But when you get the feeling, you get the click, you get the hit, you'll know what that feels like. So many people say to me, well, Sydney, how will I know? You will know. I can't tell you how you will know. You will just know. You'll just feel like, yeah, I know it's coming. There's things that you have had happen in your life that you just knew it was going to work out. You just had a feeling. That's the feeling. That's the click. That's the hit. Sometimes you can say, oh, it feels like rain. And then next thing you know, it rains. That's the feeling. You have to get into the feeling. Whatever it is that you want to be, do, and have, you got to feel it real. I don't care what it is. Because everything that we are experiencing right now was first created in our own imagination. Even up to the person that we have in the White House. When we vote, that's our imagination. We haven't done anything yet. Nothing has happened yet. But we know that we want to affect change, however it is, no matter what side you're on. I don't care. I'm not talking, I'm not taking political sides. No matter what side you're on, you want to affect political change. You have to get it inside. You have to have that feeling first. And then what happens? Then you get up and you get urged. You have the desire. You get up and you go vote. And then, what happens. So, let me just check the chat. Barb said, here too, I understand it so much more now. Yes, you understand it better now than when we first read it, right, Barb? I know I do. Okay, so in the story of Noah, it is recorded that Ham saw the secrets of his father. Now, I know that when I, was taught in Jehovah's Witness, that when Ham saw the secrets of his father, he saw his father naked. And, it was not a good thing. And this is where, the shame comes in and it makes you feel bad that, you saw your father naked and you had sexual relations and all the other stuff that they say. Lord have his mercies. I wish they would have just got it right. So we wouldn't have to have all that kind of nonsense in our head. In the story of Noah, it is recorded that Ham saw the secrets of his father, and because of his discovery, he was made to serve his brothers, Shem and Japheth. Do y'all remember that part of Noah? I don't know. Linda, do you remember that part?
No.
Okay. Well, there is a section. I don't have my Bible handy, but there is a section that when Ham saw the secrets of his father was naked. He saw his father naked. And it's just, not a good thing to see your father naked, having sexual. He was laying in his bed with some woman. I don't remember the whole story, but that's pretty much how it went. Ham saw the secrets of his father, and because of his discovery, he was made to serve his brothers, Shem and Japheth. Ham, or feeling, is the secret of the Father. Your I am, for it is through feeling that the consciousness desiring is joined to the thing desired. So Shem and Japheth were being served by Ham because Ham saw his father naked. I never understood that. I didn't get it. I was like, well, because he saw his father naked, so now he has to serve his brothers for the rest of his life. That doesn't even make sense. I couldn't even understand what the heck that meant when I first read that portion of the Bible. And really, nobody could explain it to me either, because it just didn't make sense. Let me see if I have my Bible here. Oh, no, I didn't bring it out. Okay. No, I don't have it. The conscious union or mystical marriage is made possible only through feeling. It is a feeling which performs this heavenly union of father and son. Noah and Shem, unconditioned consciousness and conditioned consciousness. So Noah is the unconditioned consciousness. That's, spirit, source, energy. And Shem is the conditioned consciousness. That's us. Like when we all have different ideas, thoughts about life. We're conditioned. Okay? I may think the one thing about health, and Linda may think something else. Wanda may think something else. Barb's going to think something else. And Funke's going to think something else, because we've been conditioned by our environment, by our parents, by our teachers, by our friends and our family, right? So we all have different ideas about things. That's our conditioned state. So Noah and Shem are unconditioned consciousness and conditioned consciousness, father and son, just like when we talked about the name of God prior to this particular discussion. By performing this service, feeling automatically serves Japheth, the extended or expressed state, for there can be no objectified expression unless there is first a subjective impression. And Ham represents the subjective impression, the subconscious, what goes on the inside. And Ham is serving his two brothers, Shem, which is the desire, and Japheth, which is the objectified state, the extension, what comes on the outside. So their names give them away. What does Japheth mean? It means extension. What does Ham mean? It means warm, alive. What does Shem mean? It means name. And Noah means father, I am, conceiver, or conscious, or the unconditioned consciousness. To feel the presence of the thing desired, to subjectively actualize a state by impressing upon yourself through feeling, a definite conscious state is the secret of creation. Your present objectified world is Japheth. So everything that we are experiencing in our world, my world is different from your world, even though we are sharing, you know, we're sharing a world. I have my own world. I have my own thoughts. I have my own conditioned thoughts on how things are and what I can create and what I can have, what I can be, do, and have. So do you. You all have different ideas of what you can be, do, and have. Wanda has a different idea than Funke 00 than Delisha. Delisha has a different idea than Barb. Barb has a different idea than Linda. But collectively, we share the same world. We just don't share necessarily the same experience. Even if you and I were watching a house, you know, that's caught on fire, I would see it from a different vantage point than you. We would both see the house on fire, but we would be focused on different aspects of the house on fire. We would feel differently. If I'm trying to create something or manifest something, I'm going to feel it differently than what you're going to feel it. We may be trying to manifest the exact same thing. Maybe it's a car. Maybe it's a trip. Maybe it's a relationship. But my conditioned consciousness is going to be different than yours. So the ham is the feeling that helps us to manifest. And JPEF is the extension of, it's the world that we live in and what is surrounded by us. What we are surrounded by, I'm sorry. Thank you for Funke 00, because she said, I never understood that naked bit too. Me neither. I didn't get it. I was like, why do you put that in there? What does that have to do with anything? And why do we need to know about Noah's nakedness? But when we look at it from the metaphysical standpoint, it is completely and totally different. Because in the story of Noah, it's recorded that Ham saw the secrets of his father, the secrets of creation. He saw the secrets of the unconditioned consciousness. And that is feeling. So therefore, okay, where was I? Your present objectified world is JPEF, which is made visible by Ham. Ham makes JPEF work. He serves JPEF, but he also serves Shem. He serves his two brothers. He serves, nothing can be objectified in our world without that feeling in our imagination, without being in the feeling is a secret. So Ham, this is when the Bible says that Ham serves his two brothers. Ham serves JPEF. The feeling serves the objective. So the feeling, which is subjective, which is what we're doing on the inside, serves the objective. You can't have anything unless you imagine it first, period, point blank. Does that make sense? Or am I making it more confusing?
Certainly is clearer to me.
It's clearer to you now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it says, therefore Ham serves his brothers, Shem and Japheth, for without feeling, which is symbolized by Ham, as Ham, the idea or thing desired, which is Shem, could not be made visible as Japheth. So Noah had 3 sons. So it's the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and then the thing is objectified. So when we pray, you know, when people say you pray to the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, the Trinity. Here's the Trinity again. They're showing the Trinity, but they're showing it in what your consciousness is, the unconditioned consciousness, which is God, Noah, the I am state, the pureness of spirit. And then we have Shem, which is the desire that God sends. God sends the desire, sends his only begotten son, the urge, the thought, the goal, the dream, the wish is Shem. And then Ham is the feeling, which is warm and alive. You make it warm and alive in your imagination, right? That's where the creation happens. That's where the manifestation happens. In your imagination, you have to feel it real. And what does feel it real mean? It means warm and alive. And then JPEF is the objective state. That's what is manifested in our world. Woo! The ability to feel the unseen, the ability to actualize and make real a definite subjective state through the sense of feeling is the secret of creation, the secret by which the word or the unseen desire is made visible. So the unseen becomes seen. The invisible becomes visible. So everything that we imagine, you know, when we're imagining things, what is your problem? You took the, what is your issue? Nobody told you to take your blanket off. Nobody told you to do that. You can go over there and lay down and relax. So I'm imagining that Cleopatra is calm, cool, and collected right now. In my imagination. So the secret by which the word or unseen desire is made visible is made flesh. And God calleth things that be not as though they were. That's when you have that scripture in the Bible. I should have brought my Bible out. I meant to bring it here, so I don't want to get up right now. But that's what we talk about when we say faith, is calling things that are unseen to be made visible. Faith, hope. You have to wait. You just got to chill out. And God calls things that be not as though they were. Consciousness calls things that are not seen as though they were seen. So this is when we flex our imagination, when we're tickling our amygdala. You're imagining that you have the feather in your hand and that you're tickling your amygdala. And when you tickle your amygdala, you smile. That is calling something that is not seen as though it were. And it does this by first defining itself as that which it desires to express. And second, by remaining within the defined state, remaining within as much as you possibly can, within that state that it's already done. Until the invisible becomes visible. Until Ham and Shem become JPEF. What? I was like, Neville, wait, what? What are you talking about, Neville? Here is the perfect working of the law according to the story of Noah. The very moment you are aware of being, this awareness of being, this knowing that you are, is Noah, the creator. The knower. Noah, the knower. I think I'm going to get a t-shirt that says, I am Noah, the knower. Just, mess with people. Now with Noah's identity established as your own consciousness of being, name something. Name. Shem, name something. Noah is your own consciousness of being. Name something that you would like to possess or express. Define some objective. That would be Shem. And with your desire clearly defined, close your eyes and feel that you have it or are expressing it. Don't question how it can be done. Simply feel that you have it. Assume the attitude of mind that would be yours if you were already in possession of it, so that you feel that it is done. That's the click. Feeling is the secret of creation. Be as wise as Ham and make this discovery, that you too may have the joy of serving your brothers, Shem and Japheth, the joy of making the word or name flesh. So, again, to reiterate, Noah is who? Who is Noah? I just need y'all to get this. Who is Noah? What is Noah? Is he just the builder of an ark? God, destroyed the planet with water, and, Noah saved his whole family, and now we have all the animals and the birds and the plants of, the planet that we have, because Noah saved us all. Who is Noah? After we're looking at this, let me get my Metaphysical Bible Dictionary out. Wanda said, yes, I read it several times. Which, the Bible or this particular chapter, the Law of Creation? Cleopatra, you're killing me tonight. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean that. Stop. No, she's not doing that. She's being herself. So, Cleopatra, come here. If we look up Noah in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, okay, and excuse me, there's a lot about Noah in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. A lot. But it does state that it's just a lot, because there's different interpretations, there's different aspects of Noah. There's different aspects of Noah that represent different things and different things that he did. So I guess we'll just have to have a Bible study about, the whole gamut of Noah. But he is in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, and there is a lot. Talks about him building the ark, but it also talks about his name and that he is the consciousness or unconditioned consciousness. So if you haven't gotten the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, I suggest you pick one up, because it's really helpful for those of you that follow the Bible and, think that Neville was a nut job. You can find a lot of helpful information on studying the Eastern interpretations of what the Bible meant, what the meanings were prior to us getting it over in the West and changing, and taking it as literal. So it's allegory. The link is in the description below. You can pick that up. And I have the link for the paperback one. So Wanda, when you say you read it several times, what are you talking about? The chapter or that section in the Bible? So we know that Noah means what? Just to reiterate. Write it in the chat. Or, say it out loud. Noah equals the Father, I am, conceiver, the consciousness, the unconditioned consciousness. And Shem is what? What is Shem? Yes, Funky 00, the creator. Absolutely. So it's not just he's a man that built an ark and, saved the planet. Whew. Noah is the knower, the creator. Shem is what? What is Shem? I don't know if you can see the board from, if I move my big head. If I move my big head, maybe you can see it. Shem equals the name, right? The name of the thing that you want to be, do, or have. And Ham is the feeling. It's that warm feeling. You're creating whatever it is that you want to be, do, and have. You're giving it the feeling. You're giving it life. You're making it alive. You're giving it the feeling as real as you can possibly do. You're feeling it real, whatever it is. You're feeling it real. Be it money, you're feeling it real. You're feeling the realness of it. You're touching it. You feel like it. You smell it. You can see the green. You can feel it in your hand. You can feel the paper in your hand. So you're giving it the feeling. And then every time you do that, 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 it must eventually be objectified in your reality. And that's JPEF. And that is the law of creation. I told you it was a short chapter, but it was totally not the Noah story that we've been told. Barb says, my desire, that which I want to objectify and manifest. Absolutely. Yes. That is who Shem is. I'm sorry. That is who Ham is. Wait. No, Shem. The name. That is who Shem is. So do you have any questions? Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any feelings about what you've been taught about Noah all these years? I know I was feeling in a way. I was like, wait, what? Oh, look at that. It's 10 o'clock. We ended early tonight. We ended at exactly 10 o'clock. Well, not exactly. Instead of like, 10:30, 10:20, 10:17, 10:08. So, Linda, do you have anything you want to add to tonight's lesson?
No, I think it just reinforces the imagination tool that we've got, and gives you, all the parts.
And you know what? If you think about it, when were these books written? Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like thousands of years ago. And so we are, some of us who are new to law of attraction and new to imagination and understanding that our imagination creates our reality or manifests our reality. This stuff was written thousands of years ago. And we are just now understanding what they were trying to tell us. Your thoughts and your feelings are what manifests in your reality. Egyptians knew that back in the day. The Essenes knew it back in the day. So what was hidden, has been hidden for a long time, is now being, revealed to many of us that, follow the Bible to the letter. And many people think that law of attraction is some woo-woo, you messing with the devil and, Satan or whatever. It's magic, it's voodoo. No, it's right in your own Bible. So if you're a Christian and you're following the Bible, it's right there. And I'm sure it's probably in the Quran. I'm sure it's probably in the Bible. Well, I know it's in the Bible. I can't even never say that right.
Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you. I get all tongue-tied with that. But it's in there, and it's in the Torah. It's in there. It's the law of creation is in there. Japheth, Noah, Shem, Ham, they're in at least 3 different religions. At least 3. The names have not changed. They remain the same. So the message is the same for everybody, whether you're Christian, Jew, or Hebrew, Christian, Jew, Hebrew, or Muslim. It's the same message. I always say that religion always has a vein of truth in it that runs through all of them, right? That runs through all of them. And even when we're talking about, even Buddhism, the same thing. There's a vein of truth that runs through all of these different religions. They may be different completely in how they worship, but there's a vein of truth that runs through all of them. So I encourage you all, if you haven't picked up your Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, if you were brought up as a Christian and in Christian religion, I don't care what denomination, it doesn't matter. Noah's Noah. It means the same thing. So, check it out for yourself. Don't listen to me. I could be lying. So could Neville. But check it out for yourself and do some research and study and figure out, well, what is she talking about? Is this real? Is this the truth? See what happens. But the truth of the matter is, the one thing you can't get away from, I don't care who you're talking to and I don't care who you're listening to. The one thing that you can't not get away from is this. Your thoughts and your feelings create your reality and your experience. Period, point blank. Because you can look around your own environment, your own experience, and figure out exactly what you were thinking in order to have the things that you're experiencing right now. And if you can change that, in order to have something you've never had before, in order to be something you've never been before, in order to do something you've never done before, you have to think something different that you've never thought before. You have to feel something different than you've ever felt before. And you can be, do, and have the thing that you never thought you could. But you have to change your own thoughts and feelings, your own subconscious thoughts and feelings. You can't have something that you've never had before, thinking the same things and doing the same things and expecting a different result. That is clear from Einstein. He said it, it's the truth. Whether you want to believe it or not, you can just look around in your own experience and you can tell. So that's it for tonight. We're not going to get to the I Am Discourses. We'll finish that next week when we do our I Am Discourses next week. Any questions in the chat? So I want to encourage you all to make your recordings. Join us in the 30-day challenge. I'm going to sit with you, Barb. You can shoot me a message on Facebook or text me or, whatever. And we'll set up a time and I'll sit with you and we can work on your recordings together. And make your recordings. Listen to them for 30 days. Add some music to it if you want to, but use your own voice and change your own subconscious thoughts, because that's what's creating your reality. So if you want to have something different, you want to be something different, you want to do something different, you got to change that program that's running in the background. That's what we got to do. So Friday is my last day at the Metropolitan Opera. And I had a little bit of a party today. They gave me a little party, a little going away party. Everybody's all sad and Wicky Wacky. It is what it is. And I'm starting a new journey. And I was supposed to start my new job on Friday, but I'm still at my old job on Friday. So I can't start my new job on Friday because I'm at my old job on Friday. But yeah, so I remember when I used to work at the Metropolitan Opera. That was my mantra, you know, back when we were doing the 2-cup theory, the 2-cup experiment. And that was one of the things that I created or I manifested. So I encourage you all, if you haven't done the 2-cup method, do try that. Linda also used it. She did it for her new home. She said, I remember when. Linda?
Yep.
What did you say? I remember.
I remember when I used to live in Arizona,
There you go.
and I remember when I used to have a roommate.
I remember when I used to live in Arizona, and I remember when I used to have a roommate. So, you know, I encourage you, if you haven't used the 2-cup method, go into our channel and check out the video, and it's in there, 2-cup method, and try it out. See if it works for you. I don't say try it out, do it. Because we're taking try out of our vocabulary. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And I encourage you all to really change your subconscious thoughts. And I want to remind you that you can be, do, and have anything that you desire. You are a magnificent being. And you are not, I mean, you are able to be, do, and have anything that you desire. And it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It's your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. So I want to encourage you all to get into your fabulosity, step into it, and own it. Because God didn't put you here to fail. Period, point blank. He put you here to have abundance, love, joy, peace, happiness, all of the things that make us feel good. That's what we're supposed to experience, even in the middle of Wicky Wacky, even in the middle of that. So like, comment, subscribe, share. Our goal is to get 1,000 subscribers, and I encourage you to share the videos, get your friends, call them over, tell them to just come subscribe. Help a sister out. All right, so Barb said, congrats on your new job. Thank you. Barb says, I remember when I wanted this house I'm living in now. Yeah, see? Funky00 says, mind blown tonight. Neville constantly blows my mind. He just blows my mind all the time. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. There is not going to be a Sunday show this weekend because I'm going to be working on some stuff for you guys. So we're going to take a break this Sunday. So I know, because it's also, you know, people are going away for the holiday and it's a holiday weekend. So I want you all to enjoy your holiday. Some people are taking a long holiday. Some people have to go back to work like I do on Friday. But we're not going to have a Sunday show. So I will see you guys on Wednesday, next Wednesday, and we'll be back in the I Am Discourses. And remember to make your videos, okay? I love you. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great night, everyone.